Well, certainly I understand that a new company that's just being formed may not have as much resources or as much need for internal audit. But I think at the point in time that that company is publicly traded, that their stocks are being traded in the public, I think that there should be strong and effective risk management and internal control oversight, and that means they should have an internal audit function.
And maybe my last question about the auditing, especially on government. What are some of the challenges that in the countries that you've visited, what are some of the challenges that the auditors come across in terms, for instance, the political interference? What are some of these challenges that you've noted auditors keep on facing in their audit process?
You know, a lot of times government auditors are called watchdogs. Everyone loves a watchdog until it barks. So sometimes we see the internal auditors in government doing their jobs, carrying out their responsibility, and someone is offended or is unhappy with what the internal auditors do. We see this in America, we've seen it in Europe, we've seen it in Africa, and that's the point at which there's an effort sometimes to stifle or interfere with the internal audit in government. That's why the legislatures in government need to take a strong stand in providing the laws to ensure that internal audit cannot be interfered with. And so we're very, very vocal about the importance of internal audit. It is the guardian of public trust. And without a strong, effective internal audit function, many times the public isn't quite so sure how government is being run.
Maybe do you feel that auditors should get more power in terms of, they just, at times like in Kenya, we have reports coming out every single day from the Auditor General, but at the end of the day we see nothing happening on the other side. Maybe do you feel that Auditor Generals should get more power?
You know, I don't know the circumstances in Kenya, so I can't really comment to that specifically. I'm always a little nervous about the words power and audit. The internal auditors should not have the power. We should have the freedom to audit, to access whatever records are necessary, but ultimately the power to fix problems must reside with the elected officials. It must be vested in them because they're the ones that the citizens entrust to lead government. So it shouldn't be the auditors who are empowered to fix problems. We should be the ones who help identify problems and identify solutions. Then it should be up to those who lead government to implement the corrective actions.
Maybe if you had to just, one last question, if you were to recommend one thing that Kenya should do differently, if it's to empower its Auditor General, what would that be?
Well, again, I don't know what the Auditor General's powers or responsibilities are. I just know we have seen, as we look around the world, that the head of audit for government should have access to the legislative branch, to the executive branch. Their reports, or they should have the resources to carry out their audit. They should have the freedom to audit whatever records they need to carry out their responsibilities. And they should have the ability to make their reports public if that's appropriate.
Thank you.
Thank
you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much for that, James Kimani. That was more on auditing for ensuring corporate governance in the private and public sector actually is much more improved. Now, moving on.